Well, home. I call it the old home ec, but it's the future, the FCCLA. So again, she's a state officer with that. Of course, so all that you out there, if you're ever on Jeopardy, you can always say that. But anyway,
I thought the freshmen really did. They did themselves well tonight. I think they've earned the right for some more playing time.
And it's a good luxury to have if you've got that kind of depth with the youth. Again, all they're doing to do is get better and get better. And of course, wins like this, it does nothing but help the momentum and confidence as well. Taking it in again at that scoring, Sarah Thompson led the way with 14 points. Jaden Fullen, we talked about it in the pregame, wanted to get her involved, and she did a lot of things. Not only scoring wise, she dominated the paint. There was blocks, there was rebounds. She really kept Cove at bay inside. And again, with her size, 6'5", it's good to see that Gate City's got that kind of interior defense and post player moving forward.
You were talking about the fouls, and I keep going back to the fact that you're looking at the underclassmen with the bulk of the playing time tonight.
Yep.
Those fouls don't bother me. They were good, aggressive fouls.
Yep.
They weren't just slap fouls for the most part. And when I coached middle school ball, I used to tell my girls, if you don't come out of the game with 2 fouls, you're not playing hard.
Yep. Now, when I coached, my dad, he told me, I was at Sullivan North, took the JV squad, and he's like, how many players you got? And I said, I've got 12. He said, well, shoot, that's 60 fouls. And we used them a lot of nights. But anyway,
you learn from your mistakes, and like I said, they were good fouls, if there is such a thing. They were aggressive, trying to make things happen. So I'm okay with it.
Well, we'll take a quick break. I think Rob is MIA. We're not for sure. He's supposed to be getting our Terry Kilgore player of the game up here, but we'll see where he goes and see if we can find him.
He's probably down to concession stand ordering the rice pilaf.
The rice pilaf making an appearance at Gate City High School. Again, we'll be back here in just about 30 seconds. You're listening to the Premier Pharmacy post-game show here on the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
For exceptional Mexican food and the perfect place to stop in before heading out to watch another Gate City victory, La Carreta Express in Weber City offers a tremendous menu of authentic Mexican cuisine at a great price. La Carreta proudly supports Blue Devil Sports, and they're open 7 days a week, even until 10 p.m. every night except Sunday. So dine in with them today or give them a call at 276-386-7000 for call-in orders. Again, that's 276-386-7000. And they're located next to Weber City Drug on U.S. Highway 23 in Weber City.
And we are back here on the Premier Pharmacy post-game show, live from Gate City Middle School Gymnasium. Again, a 52-19 thrashing by the Lady Blue Devils to open up the season in the VHSL benefit game. So, all right, so we're taking care of business here. The season officially opens on Tuesday night, November 27th, against a young Tennessee High basketball team.
That's true, Joe. And looking ahead, come back 2 days later on Thursday and play Sullivan East at home.
Yep.
Last year, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it a 1-point game, I believe? We came out ahead by 1 point against Sullivan East, so that's got the potential to be a real indicator for the season for us there. And,
that game was originally scheduled for Saturday night. Of course, the boys open up their season in defense of their 2A state title at UVA Wise against Eastside. That's a side note, and of course we'll try to cover as much as we can. But again, as you said, opening up with not 1, not 2, but 3 Tennessee schools. And
because on December 4th, Johnson County, the Longhorns are coming to town.
Now, talking about we mentioned it in the game. Cove likes to play a little bit of rougher brand. Maybe Johnson County comes in. They believe in using their fouls. They believe in setting some picks. They believe in.
That's just walking down Main Street going to Walmart,
I tell you. So that is again a good Lady Longhorn team going to come in here again. Good thing for Gate City, open up with 3 at home.
But then things take a turn. 6 consecutive away games, and we hit the conference schedule with Lehigh on December 11th. and then go up to Wise Central on December 14th. That's going to be 2 good tests for the girls.
And then you got a back to, of course, Wise Central, the preseason pick, #1. Then the next night, what do? We go to Daniel Boone. So, again, that's a back-to-back.
You misread the line. We got Tennessee High.
Ooh, saucy. Right in between. So, yeah, you take a look at that schedule. Coach Kelly Housewright is not backing away. Her ladies will be ready as we get ready into conference play.
Well, we got 3 good teams in 8 days. December 15th is Tennessee High. December 18th is at Daniel Boone. Well, the 14th at Wise Central. And then on December 21st, we go to the Hill.
Then after Christmas, while the boys are at the Arby's Classic, they'll be taking part in the Emory and Henry Showcase. Again, that's got 8 different teams from across Southwest Virginia, which they'll have that kind of, that's not been said as of yet, but again, it's always the better teams. So
where's that game played?
That is at old alma mater at Emory, Virginia, at the King Center. Lot of memories. Probably a little nostalgia we'll talk about probably as we get a little bit closer to that game.
Are there any stories you could tell us about your time at Emory and Henry?
And I can also tell you some stories about Coach Kelly Housewright, who also attended Emory and Henry College. So some things as well. So anyway, Union will open up the new year with Union, John Battle, Abington. Again, those games on the road except for the Union game. But then we start to have a few at home, started in the middle of January, start to get back a little bit.
Well, looking at the schedule, Joe, I would want my home games at the end.
Yeah.
When you really make that push for the seeding, for the tournaments, for the conference. We got Ridgeview on January 11th. Then Science Hill comes calling to us.
Yep.
We need to pack the stands for that game.
Yep.
Science Hill's always loud. They're raucous. They're a little rough. I'm looking forward to it.
How do you spell raucous?
Raccous.
There we go.
We'll go with that anyway.
For all you out there listening, yeah, that's your word for the night. Use it in a sentence, please. Raucous by Chris Cart.
Science Hill is raucous.
Raucous. So,
and
all right.
Then we've got, just looking ahead after them, go to Sullivan East. That's going to be a tough game. Then we've got Lehigh at home. Then Daniel Boone, Wise Central, go away to Union, John Battle at home, Abington at home. That's got the potential to be a really good game.
Yep, indeed.
With a lot of playoff implications there. And then end up the season at Ridgeview.
Well, again, like I said, Ridgeview, a very tough squad as we get ready for our player of the game. Again, the Terry Kilgore Delegate Leadership Player of the Game. She is Miss Sarah Thompson. 14 points in the ball game. She had 3 rebounds, 4 steals, did just about everything known to man. Miss Thompson, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
So tell us a little bit about the game. Were you all, when you came into it, did you think it was going to be an easier game, a tough game? What was some of the things you thought about as you took on Cove?
We played them last year, and they were really good last year. So we were just ready for them this year, and we were always told to not underestimate our opponent, so we didn't. And we just came into it with a positive attitude and just with a lot of energy and ready to play.
Again, you had 4 steals, 3 rebounds. You did a little bit of everything. However, you were 0 for 1 from the foul line.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Joe, the girl just won by, 40 points. Cut her some
Come
slack.
on. We got to get her some coaching. No, I'm just kidding. But, talk about this team. Last year he came in as a freshman, all district, all region. Of course, you had a broken wrist most of the year. You've come in now, you've sort of a year older with a sophomore. This group is sort of looks like they gelled a little bit better. Tell us a little bit about the team in general and how everybody's sort of playing into their role.
We have a lot of, we've played together over the years, and we go to good together, and we have good chemistry as one. And Jaden coming in has helped us a lot, and we're fitting in with her a lot good.
I was going to ask about that. As a transfer coming in, someone's got some experience from a different program. You take she's got some sizing inside with the ability. You put in Riley as well. That inside game that you all maybe didn't have as much last year, it looked like it opened up things for you all a little bit better on the outside.
Yeah, Jaden and Riley both are a lot of help. They're both very good inside, and they'll help us out a lot this year.
Now, taking a look at the schedule, of course, you've got a young Tennessee High team coming in, Sullivan East, Johnson County. So, these Tennessee schools have been playing for a couple weeks now. What are some of your thoughts about that? And are you all ready for the challenge? And what are some teams down the road maybe that you think maybe some problems or some of the good games for you?
I think we'll play pretty good against them. We're working really hard in practice, and we're just getting ready for all the teams that we're getting ready to play, and we just want to have a really good season.
Again, Wise Central, defending state champions. Is this year that Gate City topples them and moves on?
I hope. It should be a pretty good game.
Again, you've got them early in the season, and you've also got them on the road. Of course, then you've got them, of course, coming back here later in January as well. So, again, folks, we're talking to Sarah Thompson, the Terry Kilgore player of the game, 14 points. She also had 4 steals and 3 rebounds in the ball game. So, you talking about now, how is your wrist and everything? Are you physically? How are you right now? I mean, condition-wise, are you 100% in game shape?
Yes. Well, not 100%, but I'm getting there.
And the wrist, have you had any ill effects from it?
Mm-mm. They told me that I should be fine and that I can play.
All right, so I'm going to put you on the spot. Are you ready?
I guess.
You're all district, all region in volleyball. Same thing in basketball, all district in softball. What's your favorite sport?
Probably basketball.
Oh, and it's coming out. All right, we'll have to cover that up. No. But
good answer since basketball season just started.
Exactly. When we interview you in softball, it will be softball. And so volleyball. But anyway, I know your families, everybody's waiting for you, so we'll let you go. Thanks for taking just a few minutes with us.
Thank you.
And like I said, we'll be talking to you, I know, throughout the season.
Thank you.
Again, that is Sarah Thompson, our player of the game. We're going to take a quick break, come back, wrap things up here from a victorious Gate City High School. Again, a 52-19 win for the Lady Devils. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports here on the Premier Pharmacy post-game show. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Family owned for 3 generations, Broadwater Trading Company proudly supports Gate City High School and wishes the Blue Devils the best for a great upcoming season. Broadwater Trading Company is your local steel dealer, and they've got chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, outdoor power equipment, and much, much more, including farm equipment and supplies. So go by and see them today at 297 West Water Street, or give them a call at 386-6811. Again, that's 386-6811. Again, Broadwater Trading Company, proudly supporting Gate City Athletics. Proudly representing Southwest Virginia in the House of Delegates for the last 24 years, Terry Kilgore continues to strive and work hard for others. Just like our Gate City Blue Devils proudly represents our school, our town, and community. Delegate Kilgore, a proud Gate City alumni himself, wants to thank the residents of the 1st District for their trust and support over the years as he's continued to voice our needs and concerns in Richmond to make our region a tremendous place to live and work. And on behalf of Delegate Kilgore and his family and staff, they say, go Big Blue.
And we're back here on the Premier Pharmacy post-game show, again from the victorious Gate City Middle School, as Gate City absolutely just decimates Rye Cove, runs them back to the other side of Scott County, again with a 52-19 win. So, again, we just heard from Sarah Thompson, our player of the game. Our next broadcast for the basketball season will be on Tuesday night. Now, the time will be to be announced. We'll have to talk to the athletic office. Again, it's going to be just a girls' game here. Then, of course, they play Sullivan East on Thursday night. That game also will be here. We'll also have it broadcast live. We'll have to see exactly what the time will be on that one. So you'll be hearing some more things about our Premier Pharmacy Players of the Year awards. The unveiling will be a live show. We'll let you know as soon as we get that nailed down as well. And you'll be hearing that here in the next day or two. So, Mr. Carr, what are some of your takeaways? Your final thoughts from the night?
You know, sometimes you've got to try to put a positive spin on things when the night doesn't exactly go your way. tonight's not one of those nights. I am genuinely excited. I was impressed by what I saw. I thought the freshmen played well. I thought everybody coming off the bench played well. The starters obviously played well. They seemed to execute their plays. The defense was smothering. I think we may just have a good season on our hands.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Again, they've got good tests coming up the next week. Again, the next 3 opponents from the state of Tennessee, out of conference, but as we get ready